back here in Pasya PH. Today's webcast is SHEKAhan. Ito yung mga kwentuhan natin with sexual and reproductive health and rights advocates to get to know them up close and personal dito sa ating webcast. Ako po si Teta ng WGNRR.
At ako naman si Chef ng WGNRR at Pasya PH is your channel on the latest updates on sexual and reproductive health and rights or SRHR. Kaya we invite everyone to follow this page and always be informed and help support women and girls make informed choices on their body, health, and lives free from discrimination, stigma, and violence. So exciting ang episode natin today, Teta, no?
Yes, Chef. And Pasya PH is managed by Women's Global Network for Reproductive Rights. And today's webcast is brought to us by the SHE Project supported by Oxfam and Global Affairs Canada. Sabi mo nga, Chef, exciting ang ating SHEKAhan. Ito yung ating first episode for the season 1 ng SHEKAhan. Ano ang kaibahan nito sa usual webcast na ginagawa natin every Wednesday?
I think kasi parang...
Yes.
So, itong episode na to, parang mas casual siya na discussion at downtime with our fellow SRHR advocates. So, ma-update tayo sa mga gawain nila at kung ano ba yung mga learnings nila so far in the advocacy. So, para makasama tayo sa ganong kwentuhan, kasama natin today sa ating SHEKAhan si Ms. Ces Villa na SRHR Specialist ng Oxfam Pilipinas. Hello, Ms. Ces!
Hello! Nice to be in your show.
Yes, saan kayo ngayon, Mrs.? Nasa London?
I'm in Las Piñas City.
Yan, Las Piñas represents. I'm representing Quezon City right now. Ikaw ba, Chef?
Representing Marikina.
Magkakaiba, no? Sige. Ano ba ang first topic na gustong-gusto nating marinig mula kay Mrs. at from the experience of Oxfam Pilipinas?
Okay. Mrs., lagi namin sinasabi every start ng webcast na ito ay supported ng SHE Project. So, pwede niyo po bang i-introduce sa mga viewers natin? Ano nga ba tong SHE Project na lagi namin binabanggit?
Okay. Thank you, Ship. Itong SHE Project, SHE stands for Sexual Health and Empowerment Project. So, ito ay napaka-unique na project kasi ang gustong tulungan ng project na to ay mga women and young girls na maintindihan nila ang sexual reproductive health and rights, no? Kasi parang big word 'yun eh. Ang ibig sabihin, bawat isa sa atin may right to take care of our body. May karapatan tayo na maging masaya, no, sa mga choices natin sa buhay, sa ating sexuality. At kung tayo ay mag-aasawa o hindi mag-aasawa, that's perfectly okay, no? So, itong project na to, gusto niya ring i-promote yung bodily autonomy. Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, bawat isa sa atin ay may karapatan sa ating katawan, kailangan natin itong mapangalagaan at mairespeto ng ibang tao. So, ang SHE Project, tumutulong din na ma-improve ang mga service delivery para sa mga women and young girls. Kung may mga tanong sila about growing up, about mga development ng katawan nila, pwedeng pumunta sa mga adolescent-friendly providers. Ang SHE Project ay ini-implement ng 11 partners at ito ay mga women's organizations at mga partner organization na naka-anchor sa mga communities, no, sa iba-ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Pero in particular, ang SHE Project ay ini-implement sa Bicol, sa Caraga, sa Western Visayas, sa Northern Mindanao at sa BARM. So, yun ang SHE Project.
Thank you, Mrs. At alam niyo, dito sa ating SHEKAhan, we will get to know all the others SHE Project mga partners dito. So, stay tuned. At kaya kung may mga tanong kayo, mamaya for Mrs. Hit niyo lang yung comment section natin at babasahin natin ngayon. But before we dive deep doon sa ating topic, yung Hello, narinig niyo ba ako? Mamaya papaliwanag natin bakit ganun yung title. Imbitahan muna natin si Mrs. Shift na makilaro sa ating favorite segment na Bet
Bet
or
or
Wit. Ayan, Mrs. ganito yung laro. Pag bet, talagang takas ng loob na. Pag bet, ibig sabihin, approve kayo sa balita na to. Pag wit, ibig sabihin, medyo nega ang balitang ito o yung development na to. Okay, Miss Tess, ready ka na?
Okay. Yes, I'm excited to play.
Yes. First item natin. Okay. Press Secretary Roque said to public, oras na daw para mag-vacation after a long lockdown period. Ship says, bet or wit? Bet. Okay, try natin si Miss Ses sa bet at kay Ses no, ay kay Shift naman na wit. Miss Ses, bakit bet?
Bet approved, no? Siguro, baka pwedeng mag-try on a experimental basis. I think pwedeng magsimula para lang malaman kung gaano ka-ready ang host place like Boracay to welcome visitors and to ensure the safety of everyone. So, pwedeng subukan pero on a limited scale.
Si Mrs. ready na ata pumunta sa Boracay wearing, nakita niyo yung yung sikat na naka-bathing suit na red at kabugin natin yan, Mrs. Ikaw naman, Chief, bakit wit sa'yo yung development na to?
Ayan. So, all in naman ako for local tourism at syempre relaxation, lalo na sobrang longest lockdown period nga tayo. Pero medyo wit ako kasi parang mixed signals. Kasi meron pa rin, like last week kasama natin yung DOH, narinig pa rin naman natin na stay at home pa rin is the best under these circumstances kahit bumababa na yung cases ng COVID. So yun, medyo mixed signals lang. Tapos, siguro medyo nakaka-concern rin na like very mobile. For example, si Secretary Roque na mag-advertise ng ating Boracay. Pero hindi naman ganun for everyone at this time. So siguro yung mga sensitivities rin na ganun parang tinitake into consideration ko din.
Yes, especially for us here in Metro Manila, no, for 7 months or so, gustong-gusto na rin talaga nating magbakasyon kasi naka-staycation na tayo for 7 months. We really hope talaga din maka-bounce back ang economy kasi tulad ng ating discussion last episode, ito namang economy, politics are determinants also of health. So, 'di ba, parang sana din talaga maka-bounce back lalo na din for those who are the people in Boracay, for example, in other tourist area na talaga namang nagre-rely din sa tourism. Pero yun nga, sana din talaga makontrol na natin and really the curve, no, hindi lang ma-flatten, talagang wala ng infection rate. Yun nga, dahil nandun pa rin talaga yung risk. Thank you so much. Ang next item natin, tingnan natin kung mapapa-bet or wit kayo dito, feeling ko, baka mahirapan kayo. Next item natin ay Duterte's trust rating rises up to 91% amidst region's worst COVID-19. Oh my gosh. Yung mga nasa comment section dyan, bet or wit? Mrs. Shift, bet or wit? Bet? Bet.
Nakabalita ako, teta.
Walang naka-bet or wit. Okay, pwede pa muna, Shift. Okay, bakit Betty wit? ano yung first reaction natin?
Siguro parang for me, mahirap, yun, sinabi ni Mrs. kanina, I think, na mahirap sumalungat sa 91% of Filipinos saying okay naman kay President. Pero, we're still in the longest lockdown ever. I mean, parang we're still tackling this COVID-19 pandemic. So medyo parang nakakabahala na hindi siya nag-reflect sa mga survey na merong na gusto ng Filipinos ng more from their leader. So yun lang naman. So
Mrs.
Mahirap talaga. Unang-una, hindi ako tinanong eh. I'm not part of the respondents. Siguro yung tinanong, sa tingin nila, parang may political will kasi si Duterte to implement what should be done. Okay, pero marami pa ring mga gaps on how to address the pandemic. So, baka sa political will, sila nagsisay ng yes, kaya mataas ang trust rating. But if you look at the things that need to be done, yung the big picture, how different sectors can be included in finding solutions, mukhang kulang pa.
Si Marie, watching us now, said wit sa 91%. Alam nyo, ang masasabi ko lang talaga ito, hashtag trust issues. May trust issues ako. Sa trust ratings na to, siguro kailangan din talaga natin ng in terms of the public, siguro yung literacy din natin. How do we to understand this kind of surveys? What this actually mean? Paano din ba nagagawa to for people to make informed decision to trust or not itong ratings na to? Pero sabi nga ni Miss Ces, no, may mga posible, no, may mga reasons or may mga parang aspects that people could find like approving of tungkol sa government na to. But we will keep monitoring this. Alright, thank you so much. And next nating item ay, ito nag-trending today, no? Kasi balik eskwela na. Tapos, netizens raise concerns over a wrong solution to a math problem aired in DepEd TV yesterday. Okay, ito talaga, hindi ko alam kung tama o mali. Kasi hindi ko na alam yung math ko. Pero yung balitang ito says, Chief, bet or wit? Bet ba or wit? Maling solution daw to a math problem. Wit? Chief?
Yes. Well, ako, ngayon ko lang nalaman na merong DepEd TV. Sorry. So, medyo bet naman siya for me. Kudos po sa DepEd na meron silang ganitong effort. Pero syempre, kung meron tayong mga nanonood na mga students, gusto natin na hindi natin ito nakikita from our Central Education Agency, di ba? So, yun.
Ako bet.
Mm-hmm.
Oo, kasi magandang example ito na some people are doing quality check on what is being taught by DepEd or other duty bearers. So, magandang move ito na ang netizens may concern and involvement sa learning process. So, sa tingin ko, this is a good move, no, by the netizens at dapat wag ma-offend si DepEd. Kung may mali, itama na lang.
Yes.
So, bet sa netizens actually tama.
Yes. Ang masasabi ko lang, wit sa akin, in the first place, hindi ko alam paano na-arrive ang X. Ba't mo natin hinahanap si X, guys? Move on kay X. Okay, next and last natin na news item ay eto. So, yung TV, this is from End Rape Culture PH, ang page in Facebook. Shout out to End Rape Culture PH who calls out incidences and practices na tinatawag nga na rape culture sa Pilipinas. So what happened was, itong mga artista, sila Bella, si Angelica, and Kim Chiu posted their photo in the beach wearing their swimsuits and hindi parang hindi ko masabi, hindi nakakapagtaka kasi lagi natin ito nakikita, especially with the use of social media, people commenting about their bodies, people malalaswa tulad ng pag-zoom daw sa mga katawan nila. Bet or wit ang balitang to? Mrs. Shift. Wit. Okay, sige kaming test tayo. Mrs., bakit wit? And when we say rape culture, ano ba ibig sabihin ng rape culture for us?
Siguro kaya wit kasi no one has the right to disrespect another person. Kasi yung kabuuan ng pagkatao hindi mahuhusgahan ng bawat na kahit sino. So whether sa tingin ng iba good picture or bad picture, tignan na lang, no, pero wala silang karapatan to do body shaming or to say bad negative words about people. Oo. Sa tingin ko hindi naman offensive yung mga post nila, no? Hindi naman din seductive. So ano lang, parang they're just having a good time. So the value of respect for others is very important. At ito ay dapat ipakita sa iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay. Hindi lang sa salita, pati rin sa action at yun din, walang karapatan mag-body shame or tumingin ng mababa kahit sino.
Thank you so much, Jan, Mrs. Totoo, no? Like, women can post whatever they want at wala kayong pakialam kung ito yung mga pictures. Thank you so much for playing Bet or Wit. At ngayon, ready na ba tayo sa ating Shekahan shift?
Hello, Mrs. And hello sa mga viewers natin. Welcome ulit sa SHEKAhan. Kasama natin si Mrs. Villa ng SRHR Specialist ng Oxfam Pilipinas. So, hello, Mrs. Kumusta po kayo ngayon?
Mabuti. Nag-enjoy ako dun sa game niyo.
Gusto ko rin po yung sinabi niyo sa last item, Mrs. No, na parang we have the right, parang nakonek ko yun sa sinabi niyo nung first pa lang about She Project, na we have the right to our bodies, yung whole concept ng body autonomy, at meron tayong right na maging, to live our lives freely and to do what we want with our bodies. So, to learn more, para ma-introduce palalo sa viewers natin siguro yung She Project, gusto namin marinig po yung mga kwento at mga ganap within this project rin po, no? First, siguro important na in the context of this pandemic, mapag-usapan kung paano po nag-cope yung project. Kasi syempre, hindi naman natin in-expect na mangyayari tong pandemic na to. At siguro marami sa mga activities sa project ay gaya namin, para sa amin, for example, in-imagine na face-to-face. Ngayon may mga restrictions sa mobility. Paano naapektuhan nito yung mga trabaho ng mga advocates natin, especially yung mga nagtatrabaho sa communities?
Okay. Siyempre, nung dumating yung pandemic at nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago sa buhay, because of restrictions, mga limitations sa travel and mobility, na apektuhan talaga yung mga partners ng She Project. Pero ang una naming ginawa ay kinumusta namin, no, kami sa Oxfam Pilipinas, kinumusta namin yung mga partners. So nagkaroon kami ng kamustahan to find out how they are doing, ano ang sitwasyon nila sa kanilang mga probinsya, sa kanilang mga munisipyo, at tinanong rin namin kung may mga cases ng COVID doon at ano ang ginagawa ng local government unit. So we were very happy to know na during that time, I think that was around May, halos walang COVID incidents dun sa mga partners. Kasi ang concentration nun sa NCR, di ba? And then, kinumusta rin namin yung kanilang mga community partners, yung mga women, yung mga kabataan, yung mga officials na katuwang ng project. At tinanong rin namin kung sila ay nakakapagpatuloy sa kanilang mga activities sa project. Kasi, alam mo, nasa third year ang She Project. So, kumbaga, marami nang naumpisahan. At we are really very excited for year 3 kasi ito yung rollout ng mga training, ng mga awareness raising activities, yung mga mentoring, at biglang medyo naputol because of the pandemic. So tinanong namin sila kung ano yung naiisip nilang mga pamamaraan to continue pa rin engagement with the community, pero taking into consideration safety and health. So, yun yung mga ginawa namin.
So actually, Mrs., no, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity recently na makumusta rin yung isang community sa Zamboanga del Sur na She Project Partner Community. Tapos, ayun, sabi nga nila na tuloy pa rin yung work. And dahil very active sila sa kanilang community, sila rin actually yung parang frontliners na nagmo-monitor with the help of the barangay. Pero ang isa sa mga challenges na bringing up nila is yung minsan yung communication. Especially with project partners dito naman sa NCR. So paano nyo po in-address yung mga ganong challenges na like sinabi niyo po na kinumusta niyo po yung mga nasa community. Ano po yung mga naging siguro naging mga practices ninyo para ma-make sure na lahat as much as possible ay na-involve dito sa kumustahan at sa updating?
Okay, sa She Project, meron kaming tinatawag na partners conversation. So we do it like at least once a month, no? Ang partners conversation, ang objective niya ay kumustahin yung mga partners not only on a personal level pero at the work level din. So tinatanong namin kung ano yung mga activities na pwede nilang gawin kahit na may limitation. So for example, walang pwedeng mga mass gathering no for community assembly, pero may mga okasyon na pwedeng mag-organize ng small group like 10 to 15 women or 10 to 15 young people na may social distancing. So this can also be a chance to continue no yung mga work sa She Project. Tapos marami rin kasing mga creative ideas ang mga She partners. So hindi sila kumbaga nagpatalo no sa pandemic. Kung hindi pwede ang face-to-face, they made use of online platforms. So for example, yung mga young people sa Visayas, no, yung mga young people partners ng FPOP, meron silang Facebook Live na meron silang mga topic na dinidiscuss at ito ay nabobroadcast sa ibang mga kabataan. So they can talk about teen pregnancy or how do you protect yourself against gender-based violence online. Meron ding mga partners na very creative, tinignan nila yung power ng community radio. So may mga partners tayo, at least 3, na nag-venture into community radio, which is a good idea kasi at a given time rather, malawak yung maaabot na audience, marami ang makakatanggap ng mga information about sexual reproductive health and rights, at marami rin yung matutulungan kung saan sila pwedeng pumunta kung sila ay nakakaranas ng gender-based violence or gusto nilang magpatuloy sa kanilang mga check-up, kung sila, kunyari, prenatal check-up or postnatal check-up. At yung mga community radio, naging avenue to get phone-in questions from the public tungkol sa sexual and reproductive health. So, may laging paraan na pwedeng maisip no, yung mga partners to continue the work.
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Sobrang nakakatuwa na marinig na very creative naman talaga ng mga She Project partners natin at merong mga ganitong pwedeng mga practices na pwede ring i-look into ng mga viewers natin na kapwa SRHR advocates. So thank you po for sharing those practices. Mrs., siguro isang question ko rin is kasi nagbago na nga yung delivery kumbaga ng activities at ng messages, trainings, whatever. Parang nagbabago rin po ba yung mga results na hinahanap natin as advocates from the communities?
Nagbabago rin ba ang results?
Opo, like parang meron po ba nagiging mas mahalaga ba sa atin yung reach sa Facebook or sa social media? Mas naging aggressive ba tayo pagdating dito? Or isa lang ba talaga siyang parang medium para ipadala yung mga messages natin?
Well, ang tingin namin sa project, lahat ng available means possible pwedeng gamitin no, to help people understand yung sexual reproductive health and rights at maklaim nila itong rights na to. So patuloy pa rin yung personal interaction kahit na limited lang ang number. Ginagamit pa rin yung mga online platform at sa tingin namin napaka-powerful ngayon ng online platform to reach a big number of people, no? Especially when it comes to a particular sexual and reproductive health topic. Um, Kasi, for example, if you want to explain, no, kung ano ibig sabihin ng gender-based violence, paano ito nangyayari, ano yung mga manifestations, paano ito mape-prevent, by doing an online education, biglang marami kang ma-reach out or maraming makaka-benefit. At saka hindi lang localized yung reach, no? Kasi kung face-to-face, yun lang kaharap mo sa karaga ang mabibigyan mo ng information. Whereas kung online, all over the country can benefit from the information. So, minomonitor din namin yun sa project namin. Meron din kaming ganung mechanism, no, para ma-monitor ano yung reach. Meron kaming tinatawag na direct reach at indirect reach.
Thank you, Mrs. Actually, natanong ko rin yun kasi yun din yung parang napansin namin na meron ng opportunity na dahil nasa online na lahat, pwede mo nang i-open up yung mga activities mo, yung mga webcasts, webinars, yung mga ganitong mga activities to the general public. So, ayun, thank you, Mrs. for answering those questions. I-hand over ko naman yung screen kay Teta kung meron siyang questions or meron bang questions yung mga live viewers natin. Nakamute ka, Tets.
Sorry naman. Ito yung problema. Kaya nga yung title
Narinig ba ako?
Oo, narinig niyo ba ako? Yan talaga yun eh. Wala kang live comments, pero di ba, by example, Mrs., I'll take over doon sa doon sa part nung binanggit niyo na, okay, may mga means din to count like direct or indirect beneficiaries. Kasi yung sa title natin, hello, narinig niyo ba ako? Kasi ang tanong talaga namin, no, as project partner also, we have to make use of online platform dahil Metro Manila based kami and our advocacy is on a national scale. Okay, we are reaching numbers, let's say, through social media. Pero yung tanong, narinig ba talaga tayo? Like our webinars, our webcasts are they really seen or watched like in full? Yung message ba talaga I mean, let's be honest, I have so many webinar invitation. Minsan, pumupunta ako sa webinar, ginagawa kong background. It has come to that point sa sobrang saturation din. So, ano yung experience naman ng Oxfam in ensuring that effective talaga yung mga online work na ginagawa ninyo? Kasi I assume, madami din project, beyond sheet project ang Oxfam. So, marami din kayong mga online work.
Yes, oo. Siguro, as an organization sa Oxfam, nakita rin namin na importante na strategic yung approach mo in advocacy. Doing online advocacy is important and necessary, pero importante pa rin kumbaga targeted advocacy. So, natutuwa akong i-share na ang Oxfam ay nabibigyan ng opportunity to share yung mga findings ng aming mga research activities ng part ng SHE project, ng Creating Spaces project para magamit ng mga legislators. So, meron kaming pagkakataon to share our mga data tsaka mga project experiences sa mga advocacy work ngayon ng Senate. I will give an example. For example, sa merong committee on women, family relations, and gender equality na chaired by Senator Risa Hontiveros. At meron silang tinitignan ngayong kumbaga aspect, which is gender dimensions of the COVID-19 crisis. Mm-hmm. So, napakaganda ng intention ng committee kasi gustong malaman ng committee in aid of legislation paano talaga mapapangalagaan ang mga karapatan ng mga kababaihan, whether older women or young women, especially at this time of the pandemic. So, ang Oxfam, meron kaming sinubmit na ni-request kami mag-submit ng position paper tungkol sa gender dimensions of the COVID-19 crisis. Last week lang ito at yung aming Policy, Advocacy, and Communications Manager ay isa sa mga naging resource persons. So what I am trying to say is we can make a big difference sa mga action na gawin din nating strategic. For example, may ganitong committee ang Senate. So let our voices be heard, or yung mga findings natin about the issues and concerns of women and girls, i-share natin sa kanila. Kasi importanteng ma-share kasi evidence-based. Hindi ito mga data na hinugot lang sa ere, kundi documented ang mga information, may mga scientific basis no, for gathering the information, at it can be used to represent the concerns of women and girls all over the country. May isa pa ring strategic move no na ginawa ang Oxfam in the area of advocacy. Nakapag-share din kami ng mga data for the Senate Bill number 1373, yung Girls Not Brides. Again, the bill was sponsored by Senator Risa Hontiveros. Kasi may isang project ang Oxfam, yung Creating Spaces, na naka-focus sa prevention ng gender-based violence in Mindanao. At ito ay isang proyekto na 5 taon, siya ay patapos na at marami talagang mga nakuhang mga data, mga project experiences that would show that women and young girls really need to be helped when it comes to the protection of their rights. Kasi may mga batang babae pa rin na nafo-force sa marriage or maagang nag-aasawa dahil sa iba-ibang kadahilanan. So, because Oxfam was able to share important information, naging input din dun sa Senate Bill number 1373. So, yun yung siguro example ko na strategic yung advocacy na pwedeng gawin ng mga organizations. Parang looking for the right channel where you can share your information and but without discounting the importance of the general public that really needs correct and comprehensive information about sexual reproductive health and rights.
Thank you so much for the sharing. I'm sure sa ating mga advocates and SRHR activists who are watching right now, they also want to learn more at saka yung mga data din na meron sa inyo. Later, siguro i-share nyo, Mrs., how they can access. Lastly, before I leave again to hand it over to Ship, sa ating pong mga advocates now who are watching and also thinking of doing more online work, ano po yung mga practical tips na pwede maibigay ng Oxfam para sa inyong experience, what works and what didn't work doing online work?
Okay, what works and what does not work? Well, sa usapin ng advocacy, importante na alam ng organization yung mga key issues na importante sa kanya at gusto niya ring in quote ipaglaban, no? For example, kami sa Oxfam, we are very clear on the values and the principles that we hold dear when it comes to sexual reproductive health and rights. Alam din namin yung importansya ng gender-based violence prevention, yung pagbibigay ng access sa services sa mga kababaihan at kabataan. So, when doing advocacy, in my personal opinion, tsaka nakikita ko rin sa Oxfam, hold on to the advocacy issues that kumbaga yung niche nyo na advocacy issues, doon nyo palawakin, no? Doon nyo palawakin. And importante na merong data bank, no? Or information bank yung organization. Kasi sa usapin ngayon, napaka-importante ng mga evidence-based information and data. And this data have to be kumbaga triangulated pa nga, or kumbaga nasa subject pa rin sa test, no? Kaya importante sa organization na meron siyang robust or mayabong na data bank or information bank na pwede niyang gamitin in doing advocacy. And also, kailangan meron ding clear messaging. Sa dami ng messages na naririnig natin sa paligid, importante na matandaan kung ano yung advocacy message ng isang organization o ng isang project o ng isang campaign. For example, girls not brides. By the mere words alone, napaka-powerful. Girls should be left as girls and not to be seen as brides, no? So the power of messaging is very, very important. So parang ano yan parang, di ba yung parang, yung lagi na example, yung elevator, kung mag-explain ka ng elevator pitch, no?
Yes.
In 2 seconds, how can you describe what you're doing, no? Kasi people don't have much time and attention. So, importante na when doing advocacy, we use the right message, powerful message, evidence-based message, and using the right medium as well.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Mrs. Siguro last question na lang, Mrs., for our viewers. Ano po ba yung pwede nilang abangan from Oxfam and its projects? Meron po bang mga activities or campaigns we can get involved in, and how?
Mga campaigns. Okay. Nako, you caught me by surprise. ang mga, well, meron kaming Facebook, no? Pwede kaming i-check out ng mga viewers nyo, ng mga participants sa aming Oxfam Facebook for the campaigns that are ongoing. Pero yun, meron kaming yung mga SRHR is Essential campaign, no? Tapos yung mga international events that we are participating, yung mga International Day of the Girl Child, if I'm not mistaken.
Sa
Yung
October 11.
Pardon me?
Sa October 11 po ba yun?
October 11, oo. Meron ding International Hand Washing Day na importante, no? Oo. Parang napaka-basic pero very, very important.
Very important ngayon, yes po.
Yeah, opo. So, yun yung mga events, no? And then, sa mga partners ng Oxfam, sa SHE project, sa communities, dun sa 11 partner organizations, meron din silang mga individual Facebook accounts na pwedeng sundan para makaparticipate din sa mga local events.
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Actually, sa Pasya, lagi namin ina-amplify yung mga campaigns and mga posts ng Oxfam and ng mga SHE project partners. So they should also follow the Pasya page. And thank you so much, Mrs., for coming on to our talk show today at nakipag-SHEKAhan with me and Teta. So, Tets?
Maraming salamat ulit kay Ms. Ces Villa, the SRHR specialist of Oxfam Pilipinas. And like she said, please do go over and visit Oxfam Pilipinas page for more of updates tungkol sa mga campaigns where our viewers and advocates can also join in. What I learned from Ms. Ces sharing talaga is, ito nga nangyari and we have to cope. And it wasn't, at least experience natin, hindi siya madali, pero advocates did find ways to cope and to continue the advocacy. Pero kasi yung experience naman kasi talaga natin of the pandemic, hindi magkakatulad sa lahat ng areas, di ba?
True.
The difficulties that we have in Metro Manila base, different din para sa regions who were able to do small-scale face-to-face activities already. Kaya I'm so excited then in the future and upcoming SHEKAhan webcast, makakausap natin yung mga SHE partners na nasa mga communities in Mindanao and Visayas to also see what they are doing and how they are doing it given the situation.
Yes. Actually, yung nakuha ko rin doon is baka kasi marami sa mga advocates na very excited na magpa-webinar to reach as many people, ganyan. Pero important pa rin for the general public ang clear messaging. At important pa rin palagi sa kahit anong activity na merong parang strategic component at meron kang tina-target na specific audiences para ma-make sure mo talaga na nandun yung results at the end of it. So, ang daming learnings from Mrs. and sobrang nakakatuwa rin na marinig na very creative yung SHE project partners natin at maraming iba't ibang practices na we can look into as advocates to better improve our advocacy and our messaging. Ayun.
Yes, kasi sinasabi nga this pandemic could still go on beyond 2020. So, here at Pasya and with Women's Global Network for Reproductive Rights, continuously, we will have these conversations with advocates to look into how we are doing it, ano yung challenges, and also as a form of our solidarity, feminist solidarity with each other, yung sharing natin ng ating mga works, what work and what doesn't. So thank you so much again, Oxfam Pilipinas, and check them out again in Pasya PH Webcast sa mga susunod na pagkakataon.
Yes, we will continue to have these stories amplified and to continue to share with each other best practices and learnings here on Pasya PH. So for our viewers, please continue to follow our activities and posts at mag-comment. Pag-usapan natin tong mga issue related sa SRHR at mag-contribute rin sa advocacy. So hanggang sa susunod na episode ng SHEKAhan, ako si Chef